Sometimes being told to cut it out is the solution. Look at my eyes. Look at them.
Gosh,
Say it to my
stop,
soul. The next
please.
big camp.
Yo guys, what's going on, and welcome back to a new video. And today for you guys, we are going to be reacting to Haminations' new video called Boy Scouts. He says in parentheses, it sucked. I believe it. Before the video starts, guys, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all support you guys have been showing. It really does mean a lot to me. I know I've been away from the channel for a while, and I apologize for that, but you guys have been so great. Thank you guys for all the support and all the comments you left. It really meant a lot to me. And yeah, make sure you guys leave a like on Haminations' video as well. But that's all I got for you guys, so let's get right into the video.
Bryson, your dad and I decided that all you boys are gonna be Eagle Scouts because we believe this will help prepare you for the real world. Huge accomplishment.
The spin
into adult life.
No thanks. I don't like doing scout camps. It's too intense for me.
Fair. Oh my gosh! She's gone. The boy's been left in the wilderness.
Hi there. Hi, I'm Bryson, and my parents forced me to occasionally sleep outside in the middle of nowhere.
Bro, that's terrifying.
Scouts, despite my massive amount of weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. And oh boy, do I have some stories about it. But
okay,
as
I'm
a
excited
gateway,
now.
They had me do Cub Scouts. The best thing I could say about Cub Scouts was that at least it was more chill. It was more like, okay, kids, today we're gonna do some bird watching and learn to tie a knot.
Bird watching sounds cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Build an ice igloo and sleep in it, or you'll die.
What?
Seriously, the scout camps were so lawless. The only laws we followed were the laws of nature. Why were these adults giving 12-year-olds the power of fire?
Hey, that'd be great, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have so much fun.
The boys had started a bonfire and were jumping through it.
Oh my gosh!
What are you boys thinking?
You know, they say parenting is just 50% of, like,
we were also testing
making sure the kid doesn't die.
Natural selection. If any of us are too weak, we'll fall in the fire and die, which will clean the gene pool, making the next generation stronger.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
It doesn't.
All right, let me join in.
What?
Oh, looks like we lost one.
Is that Bryson?
Scouts at a thing called Cub Scout Day Camp, where you would show up, do activities as a group like the ring gutter regatta, duck duck goose, and tying knots. Then at night, your parents would pick you up and take you back to your air-conditioned house. So you didn't actually have to sleep in the dirt. I remember
it's like a
being
daycare,
so
but outside.
jealous of the kids who had Lunchables. I was sitting there with a BLT sandwich with apple slices, a homemade cookie in the shape of a heart, and a handwritten note from my mom telling me how much she loved me. And meanwhile, Tyler had this. What a ripoff! But now, in retrospect, I'm grateful that my mom cared enough to pack me a lunch. One activity we did was we were going to learn how to make paper from, like, only stuff found in nature.
I've seen how to make
paper
before when I was younger, but I've never done it.
I was so excited to learn. But then we got there and they said, okay, class, here's how to make homemade paper.
Okay.
First, grab some toilet paper, get it wet, mold it into the shape you want, let it dry, then you've got paper. Like, excuse me? That's like saying,
here's how to make a chair from scratch. First, grab a chair, and voila, you've made a chair.
That's
One
insane.
thing they taught me was how to safely carve wood with a knife. Always aim the sharp end away from your body, and then stick the sharp end into another scout.
Oh my gosh!
I was cruising through the Cub Scout ranks. Tiger, wolf, bear, weebelo.
What's a weebelo?
Still don't know what that is. But then I had to evolve from a fun, relaxed Cub Scout into
Bro's a Pokemon.
Manly Boy Scout.
Oh my
and that
gosh.
meant going on campouts where I had to sleep in the wilderness. Done.
No, I would never. I'm so sorry. I just wouldn't.
Going on scout camps was really scary and anxiety-inducing for me. I was a really sensitive kid, so even just one-night camping trips were a nightmare for me. I was small and weak, so I couldn't hike as far as the other boys. I had gone on a few one-night trips begrudgingly, but when they announced a week-long backpacking/camping trip, I begged my parents to let me stay home in the air conditioning and indoor plumbing. After much
I would do the same.
they finally said I could stay home. I was so relieved.
Awesome.
But then I stupidly tried to push my luck. This was around the time that the Nintendo 3DS was the hot thing that I desired more than anything in the whole world. So I asked, Mom, Dad, can I get a 3DS, please?
I'll buy you a 3DS.
Really?
If you go to scout camp.
No! Can't I just get it for Christmas or something?
No. If you want one, you need to go on this scout camp. Show us how unreliant you are on technology, and in return, we'll buy you more technology.
Nice.
This was
Okay.
such an
Fair
ordeal
enough.
for little
Good
me. I
parenting.
wanted the 3DS so much, but I despised
My 3DS was
Scout
so
Camp.
fun.
My mind raced trying to figure out a solution. Maybe I'll mow people's lawns for money and do lemonade stands.
Nope.
I'll save up the money to buy it myself.
Nope.
No. If you
Oh,
don't
he-
go
that-
on this
my
scout camp,
gosh.
so long as you live under my roof, you will never own a 3DS.
Hey,
You
yo.
won't buy one even if you earn your own money.
This was a huge blow. I was devastated.
That's crazy.
And tragically, this was during the time when I still thought adults knew everything. And for some
Right.
reason, I assumed that Dad could actually enforce this outlandish rule. I was trapped.
Oh.
I had to go. My parents said that the only way I could get a 3DS was if I went on this trip. Your parents are buying you a 3DS for this? My parents forced me to go or I'd be grounded all summer. Anyway, you want
nice.
some cold pizza sauce and cheese on a cracker from my Lunchable? And then every morning we woke up, packed
The
everything
Lunchables
up,
were
and
my
hiked
favorite,
for like
man.
12
I want some
miles
Lunchables now,
every day.
actually.
Then set up camp again. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
hated hiking. Everyone was always like, what a great view. But I was like, the view is never worth it. But nowadays,
The thing is,
like
I
hiking.
can't focus on the
Of
view if I'm
course,
tired.
My legs are
That's
so
the problem
long
with
now
me in
that I only
hiking.
have to take 3 steps and I'm there. But back
Ah,
then,
nice.
I had little legs. I was so small and weak that the other scouts had to help carry my stuff, and I still feel bad about it. I'm so sorry for being small and useless, guys.
Oh my
I
gosh.
honestly wonder why I didn't get called a twerp more often, because I was one. It was probably a good thing I was so shy and quiet, because if I had let my true annoying self shine through, the other scouts probably would have killed me with hammers while the
Oh,
leaders
dang.
laughed and said,
Boys will be boys. Ma'am, your
Yeah,
son
they
is
don't really
throwing
enforce
rocks at
anything.
the other children's heads.
Oh, boys will be boys.
No!
Nope.
Teach them how to not do stupid stuff. Billy, stop throwing rocks and be nice.
But I love myself just
Kick
the way
him.
I am.
Kick
Well,
him.
the way you are right now sucks. Do
Oh
better.
my gosh.
Try harder.
No!
Oh, you don't do that.
Learn respect.
You can't do that in Bryson's world.
Will be your teacher.
Don't. Bro, why is he the Fire Lord
Honestly,
with
as much as I
earthbending?
bellyached about it,
Oh
having
my-
my friends there to talk to made it pretty fun. Not to mention being bribed meant at least one good thing would come of all this. We hiked, sang, caught frogs, and made a shelter out of sticks and bark to get our wilderness survival badge. Looking back, though, it was funny how I always wanted to do my own thing, regardless of what the other boys were doing.
Right.
They all decided to go skinny dipping in a
Oh my
pond,
gosh.
and I was like, no way am I doing that. But then Travis lost his swimsuit in the pond and had to streak back to his tent.
Oh,
and we later learned that
no.
the pond had leeches in it. The other boys wanted to stay up and make s'mores, and the leaders were going to teach us some life lesson about not swimming in leech-infested waters or something. And I
Right.
was like, no, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Then on the drive home, we stopped at a burger place, and our
Nice.
leaders challenged us all to eat a burger with 4 patties. But
Hell
I
no.
knew my weak stomach couldn't handle that, so I said, no thank you.
Why are they
Got
trying
a
to hurt
normal
y'all?
burger. And then everyone told me to go to college, and I was like, no, I'm
Wait.
going to be a YouTuber. And
Wait.
then the IRS told me to stop committing felony tax evasion, and
Oh.
I said, try and stop me. That's a joke. I love paying my taxes. But I did it. I finished the trip. Then I got home and was given a 3DS. Yippee!
Nice.
I'm never going camping again.
Oh my
The
gosh.
next big scout trip I was forced to go on was at this huge camp where tons of other scout troops would visit. We
Right.
arrived and this older scout came up to us. He held out his walking stick, pushed me aside, and
Why does
said,
his stick
"Get out
look
of
like
my
a
way."
rifle?
In scouts, there's
Oh
a
my gosh.
hierarchy among the boys where the older boys are allowed to be mean to the younger boys. However, I also had a glaring physical flaw that always had me at the bottom of the list.
Small
I
boys.
was small, so even the younger scouts could beat me up. This boy was an assistant leader at the camp, and it was immediately apparent to me that he was the type of guy to get 1 micron of authority and let it go directly
no.
to his head and abuse his power. But he was older, and
Why
that
does he
made
look
him
like
better
Ash
than
Ketchum?
us. At least in his mind. I think it's really neat that you've earned all these merit badges, buddy, but I think you're missing some of the most important ones. And those are the emotional maturity badge, the
Right.
coping with insecurity badge, and the going to therapy badge. Which is
Calm
what
down.
I would have said if I had any confrontation skills. Instead, I kind of just observed his arrogant attitude and silently judged him.
Oh my
and then
gosh.
years later made fun of him online in a
Oh, look at the
YouTube video.
plaques.
Who's laughing now? Anyway, the leaders took us to our campsite, and all of us slept in this rickety wooden structure filled with bunk beds. Then we
No.
went to a ton of merit badge classes and filled out packets. Great!
How
we're
to
just doing
fly?
homework in the woods! But at least we had some downtime to just play card games together. However,
cool.
one time while we were playing, this one kid, Sean, somehow fell out of his top bunk, did a flip through the
Oh,
air,
no.
and slammed into the ground. Anyways,
Oh, he's
got any
dead.
force? No. I continued through the Boy Scout ranks reluctantly and against my will, and I had to get interviewed to become a Life Scout. But in case
What's a
you
Life
forgot,
Scout?
I was a shy little guy. The Scout leaders asked me what I learned and what requirements I did and blah blah blah. Then one of the leaders said, "Can I give you some advice? You could work on your eye contact." Oh. And from that point on, I've been really good at eye contact.
Nice.
Sometimes being told to cut it out is the solution. Look at my eyes. Look
Oh
at them.
gosh,
Say it to my
stop,
soul. The next big
please.
camp was a few years later. I was 16 and the leaders were like, "Hey kids, today we're gonna learn how to shoot a shotgun."
Nope.
And this was at a point
Nope.
where I still thought adults had it all figured out. So I was like, okay, seriously, why
There's
were
no
they
way.
letting 16-year-old boys wield shotguns?
No, there's a
Luckily,
problem.
We were
I mean-
okay, but what if one of the boys was feeling a little rambunctious that
America.
day? Or if they
Stop.
let their intrusive thoughts win? Young boys don't understand consequences yet.
They
I'm
don't.
22 and I still don't understand them.
Wait. Wait.
Anyway,
That's
they
it.
gave me the gun
I'm
and
sorry.
threw a clay pigeon for me to shoot.
No, you don't
I
hold
hit
it like that.
My very first shot, and I hit it. And then I missed the next 9 shots.
Oh. Brother man.
10% ain't bad. It's better than most of my school assignments. Then
Oh
it
my
came
gosh.
time to do an Eagle Scout project. So with a lot of help from my parents, I built some shelves to help my middle school organize their theater stuff. I had done
Okay.
it. I earned the rank of Eagle Scout. And now I love camping. I'm so prepared for the real world now. Can we see your resume?
Nope.
And what experience do you have that you believe will help you excel in this role? I don't have a resume or any applicable experience. But check out this square knot, though. Honestly,
Oh my
though,
gosh.
I don't think I deserve this award. I can't
I feel like
even
you just
start
learned
the
some
fire on
skills
my
that
own.
you'll never
And I'm
use.
not
They're kind of
very
useless
trustworthy,
sometimes.
loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, or reverent. My mom was the one that pushed for it, and I
Nice.
guarantee you that without her constant help with merit badges, camping gear, packing lists, and encouragement, I would not
Encouragement.
have earned this. She also helped my 3 brothers earn their awards, and
Nice.
I guarantee you that she can survive in the wilderness longer than me. She's
Oh my-
the real
why is the
Eagle
fish
Scout,
got you?
not me. And so, by the power vested in me, by me, I officially revoke my Eagle Scout status and I award it to my mom. The moral
Oh
of
gosh,
the
why
story
did it go
is that
into
it's
her stomach?
okay for your parents to force you to try new things sometimes. Maybe you'll make a video about it later.
One day.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I've got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my
Oh.
Nintendo 3DS. Hey
Nice.
guys, I'm sick right now. Thanks for watching me struggle through the Boy Scout ranks.
What?
Also, a huge thanks to my amazing team for their fabulous skills. They did a great job as usual. I'm so grateful to be in a position to share my stories with you all, and I'm glad you like them. Boy Scouts was not really my speed, but it's good to step outside your comfort zone and
No,
try
that's
new
so
things.
funny.
If I hadn't been a Boy Scout, you guys never would have gotten this amazing video, so
Fair.
you're welcome. Tisk tisk, the things I do for you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat a bagel. Bye!
Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you were part of Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or Cub Scouts or whatever you were part of. Let me know if you guys have any stories in the comments below. But that's all I got for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.